Hello everyone! I decided to do a little voiceover how I block out the faces of my character. This isn't the only method I use, but you can see that I use it the most. I started by using a sphere, and then I just manipulate it in the shape of a skull, basically, and then you block out the bust and torso, what you have, the same way, and then you just shape it. I had a new sphere for the eye, so it would be easier for me to see and sculpt on top. So basically, I just pull out vertices on the mesh and then I dynamesh it, so it doesn't have the wackiness that the lower topology gives you or whatsoever. And you can merge the head on top of the bust, and once again you dynamesh it, and then after you dynameshed the whole mesh, you duplicate it and zero mesh, and then you can project all the details that you've done while sculpting a little bit using dynamesh onto your new low-res retopo mesh. But please make sure that you save before doing that, because sometimes it can crush when you project higher details. I add eyelashes that I've done before in Maya just because it's easier to make the shape of the eyelash in Maya, I find it, so I just keep using the same one for my sculpts. So I would recommend you do the same. Just take some base head in Maya to have a reference, and then you can make something similar shape for the eyelash, and then just use it in every project so you don't have to make it again and again. Then I just block out the clothing pretty much the same way. I just use whatever shape I think would suit the most, and just block out the basic shape, and then you can dynamesh, zero mesh, whatsoever. Then for eyebrows, I mask out the area on the head using symmetry, and then I only extrude one, because if I need to cut the edge to make it more sharp, I wouldn't cut another part as well, and then you can just duplicate and mirror. for poly painting, I'm just floating it one flat color that I think will suit the character. Then I draw on some shadows, since we're just using one color and we're not making like a proper texture set with poly paint. I'm just basically drawing in some shadows to have more dimension. Now moving on to the part that I don't really enjoy, transpose tool, because I feel like it breaks a lot of like anatomy. Maybe I'm just not using it right, but then you can fix it all up after you bring it back, and then just like, you know, you can see what I did. I just smoothed out the muscles on the neck because they got a little messed up. But basically, yeah, if you're just doing sculpts in ZBrush, it's the easiest way to pose your characters. Then after I gave her the pose, I'm trying to also make her expression change a little bit. That it would be something that I think looks good for this particular character. For her, I'm just adding her a little smirk, and I'm gonna be rendering her from a lower angle so she looks like she's taller and more powerful and like, you know, evil and stuff like that. Also, a lot of the shapes and characters come from the character's personality. So just like some basics, like, you know, evil villain would have more like sharp lines, and like a hero or something like, you know, some character that is like soft and cute, they would have more like rounder appearances. Basically, yeah, you just add more details as you go. Don't go too detailed on one part until you got most of your sculpt, because then you're gonna be focused on just one area, and then, you know, you just kind of lose the track of the whole image. and I hope you guys liked it. Check out the final render on my Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube, and thanks for watching.